Hello, this is Will Beauvais. Today we're going to look at the relationship between child mortality, or the number of children who die before the age of 5 per 1,000, and vaccination rates. I'm using the diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, or DTP3 immunization. It's a good approximation of overall immunization rates. And if we just take a general look at the map, you will see that as immunization rates increase, it correlates with fewer childhood deaths. And we're looking at about a 38-year span here, or 31-year span. Now take a look at a typical example. We can look at Mexico, where we see a rapid, if erratic, increase in immunizations throughout the 1980s, with rates in the 90% range by about 1990, and there's a steady decrease in childhood mortality along the course of those 30 years. Now you'll notice that the bubble size represents income and perhaps shows a stronger relationship. Now it makes for a bit of a messy map, but it clearly shows a correlation between increased wealth and improved childhood survivability, with the lowest incomes experiencing the highest childhood mortality rates, even those countries with high vaccination rates, like these up here. Now we can see some other interesting things happening here. If we take a look at some of these African nations, like Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and Botswana, if we watch, they're all over the place in vaccination rates, but around the year 2000, we see a sharp decrease. I picked these because the immunization rates kind of stabilize, and you can see the sharp drop around the year 2000. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit, bring us back to the turn of the century. And they drop precipitously in the child mortality rate. Now this most likely is due to a greater access to HIV and antiviral medications. Now we can also look at some strange outliers here. If we swing back to 2003, you can look at Belarus and Cuba, which are a long way from each other. But in 2003, we see a sharp one-year drop. Now this might just be a reporting error, but also over the years there are frequent shortages of vaccines available. So it was not, but also since it's a one-year blip, it might just be a reporting error. Now there are other countries like Ukraine, which show a more clear trend. So they have a high rate in the of a 90 percentile, and then around 2007 or 2008, it begins to drop. Now I wasn't able to find direct evidence of why this is, but there were outside organizations that were funding vaccinations in Ukraine, and that funding did stop in 2008. The program went from 2002 to 2008. So that is a likely cause for this drops of vaccination rates in the Ukraine. Thank you, and have a good day.